class the librarian was a bad guy? But he always seemed so nice. Oh, come on, Self, you're better than this. You promised you'd be on top of things this month. After all, we have the ball to look forward to, and the White Heron Cup before that. Oh, speaking of, have you chosen our house representative yet? If not, I'd like to volunteer. Aw, that's too bad. Oh, but if you reconsider, you know where to find me.
Can I actually ask her again?
Oh, speaking of, have you chosen our house?
Okay, I can. Okay, awesome. Then we can get both dialogues from Dimitri, because both are hilarious. That doll I can give to Lysithia, so that's good.
Someone entered the old chapel. I think the townsfolk used it for feasts and such in the past. With that whole Tomas business, you can't blame the church for being on edge.
Alright, let's go back to the Golden Deer for a second then.
That's all, even when I'm still...
Lost items.
Hey! That!
Okay, and I think the treatise on etiquette actually belongs to Lawrence.
These...
The blue stone belongs to Ignatz. Okay. Moving on then.
Hey, you!
Oh no. What happened in Ramire was indescribable. The whole village burned to the ground. So many were left without even a home to return to. Thankfully, Her Grace the Archbishop has invited those who lost everything to stay at Garreg Mach. I pray that they will be able to return to their once peaceful lives as soon as possible. Until that day, we of the Church must join together and do all that we can to help them rebuild.
That's very kind of the Church.
Pardon me.
You'll keep everyone safe during the ball, uh-huh. The Death Knight, what an evil presence. Eh. We can deal with him.
Hello.
Entering the Goddess Tower is forbidden, and yet everybody does it.
Hello there.
So this, by the way, is the Goddess Tower. Right over there. Alright, let's save so we can be sure we don't mess this up. Perfect. Okay. Happies are always such a pain to deal with because I never know just how much snark she actually wants, but then again I've already recruited her, so not getting the support points is not that big of an issue.
Hello. Hello, Professor. The ball will soon be upon us. I can feel my heart fluttering already. I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I am very much looking forward to it.
Flayn also makes a pretty good dancer.
Have you heard yet about the White Heron Cup? If you have yet to choose a representative, do you mind terribly if I volunteer?
For extra hilarity...
Understood. Oh well. Either way, I am still so excited about the ball.
For extra hilarity, if you want to make Flayn your dancer, have her dance for Sedef. Just for the in-universe character hilarity.
A ball? I don't think I'll partake.
Marianne also has a hilarious what reaction if you actually choose her, if she is part of your house and you choose her for the White Heron Cup. She's like, what? As in, what the fuck were you thinking? Alright, we get our upgrade from the statue. Yeah, let's go with this.
You're all set. See you again soon.
Okay, this belongs to Sedef. We're just gonna keep Sedef's items until we actually have him as part of our crew, because he will be an auto-recruit in all routes except Crimson Flower.
Last month was, well, you know even better than I do. I hope this one will be more cheerful. This ball, though, I don't know. It's all new to me. But speaking of the ball, isn't there something happening just before it? The White Heron something? It sounds like every class needs a representative. Have you picked ours yet? Whew, you should pick one of the nobles. They all have experience with this sort of thing.
Alright, do I have any items for motivating you? Let's see. I have Evil Repelling Amulet. This one belongs to Ingrid. And the Bundle of Herbs. Okay.
Hey,
Awesome.
Hey, I've been looking for that.
Perfect. One more person motivated. Let's go. When will I be able to go home? That's a very good question, my young dude.
Hello.
The reason I'm trying to motivate as many people with items as possible is that I want to limit the amount of meals I need to have this month, while at the same time being able to teach a lot of people. Because the thing that gives you the most Professor XP is tournaments, and we are going to need a lot of Professor XP. I want us to get to Professor rank A+ latest by the second week of the next chapter. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to make it.
Another month full of chaos. I barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk? And what makes flames so special? Does that not bother you?
Hello, Malgarian. How was your evening?
There's a certain gentleman I'd like to invite to a rendezvous at the Goddess Tower. However, I can't imagine he'd be interested in a sheltered ingenue like myself. It's hard to pluck up the courage when that's where my thoughts always take me.
Now there's another NPC who will complain about that he wants to invite a girl to the Goddess Tower, but he doesn't quite have the courage to do it. And I like to think that these two are talking about each other. Like, that would have made for a nice side quest, just trying to get those two to actually, you know, invite each other to the Goddess Tower. Oh, there we go again with the creepy shadow without a person, because actually there's somebody walking up there, and when there's a person walking around up there, you will see the shadow down here, which is super creepy.
A moment.
It's just another weird quirk of this game. I hope it will be a relaxing evening for you, Malgarian. We must find Tomas. Yes, we should. Yes, there are ghosts in Garrick Mark. Okay, like I said, we will talk to Dimitri. I'm actually going to save here, just in case. We are going to say no the first time, but we are going to make him our dancer because his dialogue is hilarious. But also, what's also hilarious is just this combination of conversation excerpts where Didu is like, I hope this month is peaceful. And Dimitri right next to him, I cannot allow it. It's like, chill, Dimitri.
Even though there is to be a ball, we still have a mission. It would be nice if this month passed by in peace. Incidentally, I have heard there will be a dance competition prior to the ball. Have you chosen a representative yet? Someone must want to participate. You would do well to find that
We have
person.
actually already found 2 people who want to participate. We just don't want them to be the ones. This belongs to the duo, and I think the gardening shears also belong to the duo.
That belongs to me.
Yes.
I apologize for the trouble.
Oh, he's already fully motivated? Oops. Sorry, my bad.
It seems the dastards who set Ramire village aflame have yet to be apprehended. Monsters. Trampling mercilessly over innocent lives. They deserve a gruesome end. I'm sorry. Please, ignore my troubled ramblings. Was something the matter? Something to do with the White Heron?
My guardian Dimitri is gonna be my dancer. Just because he has the most hilarious dialogue when you pick him. Because I'm not actually gonna use a dancer. I'm not gonna have any dancer on my team. And I don't have anybody who needs Sword Able plus 20, so technically this promotion is completely useless for me. But Dimitri has hilarious dialogue when you pick him, so we're gonna pick Dimitri. He just also has hilarious dialogue when you don't pick him, so we're gonna say no at first, and then we're gonna come back to him and ask him to do it anyway. Yeah, just for the memes.
Professor, I beg of you, please do not choose me as our House representative. I am utterly serious. Oh, thank the goddess. Please be sure to select someone with the confidence to win for us.
Dimitri is like, oh, thank the goddess. I don't believe in the goddess, but thank the goddess that you're not picking me. Oh, Dimitri, please don't ever change.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of my first such event, back in the Imperial capital. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. Everyone was quite impressed with me. Do you see what I am trying to say here? Do not make me beg you. Please choose me as our representative for the White Heron Cup.
I'm sorry, Ferdy.
If you really think someone is better suited for it, I will not argue.
Dancing a Fodlan is not the same as dancing from Bridget. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Bridget, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing. Are you choosing me to represent at the White Heron Cup? Or are you not?
I have a much interest in the dancing of Fortland. Very much. That's good for you, Ingrid. Sorry, Petra, but we do not want you.
I have understanding. You believe that I cannot grab the victory, I am guessing?
I am sure you could, but unfortunately we don't need you. And also Petra is shit with magic, so she would not make a good dancing candidate anyway.
It cannot be true that our siblings in arms could turn against us, so... However, I will continue investigating members of the church. To think that even someone as senior as Tomas would fall under suspicion. I know not how far to take my search. Yes, a great many strange and terrible things have come to pass this year. I must not dismiss the possibility that someone among the students is behind it all.
I could tell you right now who's behind it all.
I have a request.
Now this quest is very strange, because all it does is require you to pick up a book from Petra's quarters and deliver it to Gilbert. But, you know, I'm just walking into my students' quarters and stealing their books. That is kind of screwed up.
The ball is coming up soon. I am so excited. I can't wait to fill up on food while everyone's dancing. I even heard there'll be some prime cuts of meat.
Fun fact, I did actually make Raphael my dancer in my last Golden Deer playthrough. Because my last Golden Deer playthrough was a all bow knight playthrough. And Raphael has a weakness in both riding and bows. And I was like, yeah, okay, we're not doing that. I'm not gonna try to get him to A in both of those if he's weak in both. He's gonna make a dancer. And he became my dancer, and he was actually pretty good at it.
I'm glad the Ramire village situation got sorted out. But it's not over yet, is it? And I can't believe old Tomas turned out to be an enemy. Who can you trust anymore? The ball? Doesn't matter. I don't dance. I might show up for the food, though.
Relatable.
Not that it's got anything to do with me. But have you picked someone to represent us for the White Heron Cup yet? Well, someone's bound to want to do it. I'm sure we've got a few people with the talent to win, too.
Alright. arcane crystals, nice.
I wonder if Remire Village will ever be the same again. How do you recover from such a terrible event? So many dead, so much destroyed. I can't see how the whole village doesn't just end up abandoned. I'm sorry, Professor. I'm talking about such grim and terrible things when we could be talking about the White Heron Cup. It's a big dance contest between the classes, and I simply adore dancing. I'm quite good at it, since I was a diva in an opera company, you know.
She is actually the best candidate among the Black Eagles, but no.
What? Why not me? Oh, whatever. So long as you remember to choose someone,
Not even the tragedy in Remire Village will stop the surface dwellers from getting jazzed about a party. I get that they're probably seeking a distraction, but it still feels pretty damn selfish if you ask me. Gotta keep things upbeat, I suppose. Sorry for grousing. It just got me down is all. Things have quieted down, but nothing has been resolved. Better stay alert. So, did you need something? Don't tell me you want me in on that whole cup business.
He actually also
Good.
makes for a very good
I can't
dancer.
stand being in the spotlight, even though people seem to enjoy it when I am.
Because he is super good with swords and magic, both kinds of magic. He is incredibly fast, and together with the avoid bonus that you get from the dancer class, the sword able plus 20, he just becomes an absolute dodge tank. Like I did a Silver Snow playthrough once where I only used the Ashen Wolves and Byleth, and nothing could touch Yuri. Nothing.
I can't believe this. I'm so angry right now. First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this. Sorry about that, Professor. I'm just so frustrated right now. I need something to take my mind off things. That reminds me, if you're looking for a volunteer, I'd be happy to represent our class in the White Heron Cup. I'm an excellent dancer.
That would surprise me, but no.
You really think you can find a better dancer than me?
Yes. Let's move on. That belongs to Shamir.
What could I possibly do at a formal ball? I've no status, and I'm not much of a dancer. I think it would be best if I stayed put in Abyss, far from view of anyone. I hear that there is to be an elegant dance contest known as the White Heron Cup, though I have no more familiarity with dance than any young noblewoman would. In other circumstances, I might have leapt at the opportunity, but your decision was a wise one.
Yeah, in other circumstances, like if you had literally been standing over here, you would have been ecstatic.
Mercedes locked me in her room for hours earlier. She was slathering pounds of makeup onto my face, saying something or other about the ball. It really wore me out. Speaking of, I heard that there's going to be a dance competition. Have you sorted out who will represent our class, Professor? It's not me, is it? Please don't say it's me.
No, don't worry, Ingrid.
Thank goodness. I don't know the first thing about dancing.
Actually, let me see, I should have items for her.
Have you sorted out who will represent our class, Professor?
Let me see, we have the Jousting Almanac.
Yes, that's mine. Thank you very much. I've been looking for it.
And we have the curry comb has got to be somewhere here.
Yes, that's mine.
Why would her standing over there change anything? So the thing with Constance is she is a noblewoman from the west of from the west of Adrestia. And when Dagda attacked, her house basically got caught in the crossfire between the Empire and Dagda, and her entire house was destroyed. This all happened during a really sunny day, and ever since then she's kind of got like a split personality going on, where if she stands in the sunlight, she's super depressed and super self-deprecating and everything. Whenever she's over in the shadows or under clouds, she's her usual cheery self. and her usual haughty and just completely bonkers self. But whenever she's in the sunlight, she is super depressed and everything. And it actually also shows in her personal skill. If you go over there, oh wait, there it is, Circadian Beat. So she gets strength and magic when indoors, and defense and rest when she's outdoors. And also depending on whether the map is a cloudy map or a sunny map, which leads to some hilarious dialogue from her. Her support line with Balthus, for example, is incredibly hilarious.
Great work in Remire Village, Professor. Who would have ever guessed it was Tomas? But no. Now isn't the time to get lost in gloomy thoughts. The ball is almost here, and the White Heron Cup dance contest. So, Professor, who will be representing our class?
Not you.
I get it. No worries, really. I'd rather see a beautiful person dancing instead of some goof like me.
I've been thinking of inviting a girl from a different house to the Goddess Tower on the night of the ball. But here's the twist. She's from a family with a much more significant and storied past than mine. I wonder if she'd ever stoop to going out with the humble son of a knight.
So like I said, I like to imagine that him and the other girl that we saw at the end of the walkway over there, that they're actually talking about each other. Somebody please hook those two up.
The ball really brings back memories. Had some wild times back when I was first enrolled here. Ladies used to line up around the block for a chance to dance with the Debonair, king of grappling. Huh. The White Heron Cup? That's new. Guessing you're looking to sign me up, yeah? Thanks, but no thanks, pal. Gotta save myself for the battlefield and all. You know how it goes. Don't forget that I'm the one who turned you down. I mean, just so we're clear and all.
Oh, Balthus, you idiot.
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Other than the legend of the Goddess Tower, of course. Have you heard the students talking about it? On the last night of the ethereal moon, on the same night as the ball, if a man and a woman go to the Goddess Tower and make a wish, it's sure to come true. I have a wish, but I can't find anybody to make it with me.
So I'm pretty sure that if we pick no one, if we just back out of this selection, we will get Dimitri as our Goddess Tower companion. There's a lot of these that have hilarious dialogues. We're gonna select Dimitri even though we're not gonna romance him, just because I think his Goddess Tower dialogue is actually really relevant to his character development. So we're gonna pick Dimitri.